Hello, students. Today, let us learn about the English poem The Heart of the Tree by Henry Coelho Bunner. Now, while doing what I'll do is, I'll first read the text part and then I'll be explaining it line by line. So, I'll first read the paragraph 1. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants a friend of sun and sky. He plants a flag of breezes free, the shaft of beauty towering high. He plants a home to heaven and earth, for the song and mother croon of bird, in hushed and happy twilight, the treble of heaven's harmony. These things he plants who plants a tree. Now, here the poet is starting this poem with a question. What does he plant who plants a tree? What is something a person plants when he plants a tree? He plants a friend of sun and sky. Now, how what actually happens is the tree grows high and tall and makes friendship with sun and sky. It makes friendship with sun as it's dependent on it for food. We all know that plants produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis, and sunlight is the raw material for it. The sky is plants a friend because it purifies the air, produces rain-bearing clouds in the sky. He plants the flag of breezes free. That means when the wind blows through the trees, the leaves sway like as if they are a flag, and they provide a cooling effect and soothing. The shaft of beauty towering high. That means when a tree grows higher, it looks very beautiful, just like a tower. He plants a home to heaven and high. Now, when this plant grows tall and high, it looks as if it's very, very close to heaven. And there it builds a home for the mother bird who sings a lullaby for its little one. When does it do so? Does so? It does so in the hushed and merry twilight. Children, you must please ignore the spelling mistake over here of merry. It has become merry. Now, what is the meaning of the treble of heaven's harmony? That means that the high pitch and beautiful song of the bird creates this treble of heaven's harmony. Now, these are the things the one who plants a tree plants with the tree. Paragraph 2. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants cool shade and tender rain, and seed and bud of days to be, and years that fade and flesh again. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest's heritage, the harvest of a coming age, the joy that unborn eyes shall see. Eyes shall see. These things he plants who plants a tree. Now, one again here the poet is starting the second paragraph with the same question, that is, what does he plant who plants a tree? Here some things are different. One who plants a tree is planting a future shade for us. How is it so? When a tree becomes big and its branches give rise to, the shoots give rise to many branches, it covers a large area. So that makes a shade for us under it, as we can see on the screen in the PPT. And it also makes rain for us. We all know that rain clouds are formed due to the trees. And seed and bud of days to be. That means that there are many trees coming up due to this one tree. The one tree will be having bud first. That bud will become flower, flower will become a fruit, and fruits will have seeds in it which will give rise to a huge tree. In the same way, the tree will give so many trees, and these trees will form a beautiful forest. And years that fade and flush again. That means that there is a rule of nature, which is what is born has to die one day. The trees which are there, they will also die sometime, and they will again come. In the meantime, when the trees die, till that time they must have given rise to many trees. The line fade and flush is the symbol of life and death and regeneration of trees over here. He plants the glory of the plain. If there are trees, they make the plains beautiful as we see on the screen. The forests are also inherited by one who plants the trees. The trees are very very important resources. They are the harvest of a coming age. Now, the person plants the trees for the future generation, since if we don't plant trees, they will have a great problem. There will be some time when trees will go, as we have learned the rule of nature. The unborn eyes in this line refers to the future generation, and we are getting so many things from the trees which are very very important in our life. But if we don't get that, uh, sometimes no when if we don't get that, it is going to be very very difficult for us to live, actually impossible to live. The trees present today will be dying tomorrow, so we need to plant more trees. Paragraph 3. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants in sap and leaf and wood, in love of home and loyalty, and forecast thought of civic good, his blessings on the neighborhood, who in the hollow of his hand holds all the growth of our land. A nation's growth from sea to sea stirs in his heart who plants a tree. Now again, poet is asking the same question. What does he plant who plants the tree? But here the answer is again different and of higher level. The person who plants a tree is very very responsible, as he loves his family, his neighborhood, his people, the society and the whole world. He plants in sap and leaf and wood. This means that the things what we get from the trees, the leaves sometimes become, many times they become medicines, where sometimes vegetable, sometimes they are food, and wood is also sometimes used as food, medicines of some trees, and majorly it is used as furniture and all other things. So these are things that a tree gives us. He's planting them with the tree. In love of home and loyalty. So the person is in love of his people and he is very loyal to them. So for them, he is doing all this. He's worried, he's concerned of the future of the world. He's worried for the food of his future people. He has a thought of civic good in his mind, due to which he plants a tree. Planting trees is like a blessing to the neighborhood. Now, who in the hollow of his hand holds all the growth of our land. Hollow means empty. That means in his hollow hands there is the growth of the nature hidden. How is it so? Let's see that. The trees give a lot of things. They are the greatest resources, and henceforth the trees are the base of the country's economy. So, trees are very, very important. They give us innumerable things. The country is not only health, but economy becomes good and strengthens by planting trees. The growth of nation is based on the trees. We are getting so many things from trees. If there are no trees, it's going to be very difficult for us to live on this earth. What is the message that we get from the poem? In a nutshell, importance of planting trees, civic good, welfare of the nation, ecological balance, development of nation. Let's learn in detail. The main message the poet wants to send through this poem is importance of planting trees. As we can see, he is telling us about so many things that a tree gives us. That is the importance of the trees. So, here he is telling us about the importance of trees. The trees are giving us rain, that is very important. It's purifying air. Then it's giving us leaf and sap and wood, that is the food, but food and wood for the fuel and all things. So all the things that tree gives us is very important. He explained how planting trees maintains ecological balance in nature and promotes planting trees. The one who plants trees makes a future makes the future and does civic good as it gives rain, shade, good air, etc. The resources from the trees strengthen the country of economy of the country. Theme. The theme of the poem is nothing but importance of trees for the concern of future. Title. How is the title appropriate to the poem? The heart is one of the most important organ of the body. If the heart stops, the person will also die. Like a human heart, tree also transports oxygen by taking in carbon dioxide and cleaning the surrounding air. Trees cause rainfall and are very essential for our future life. Trees, like human heart, provide us sap and leaf and wood. That is, the things like food, medicines, wood for fuel and furniture, etc. And all the required minerals and materials. The heart here signifies the most important quality of a tree. In this way, the title is very much appropriate to the poem. As we have seen in the poem, trees are very important in our life. Henceforth, all please plant and save trees. I hope you must have understood the importance of the trees now, and you also must have understood about the poem. Trees are not only important for our future, but now they are very important also for our present. Plant trees. Thank you very much.